Now, I know what you're saying. I'm just milking out the series because it's over. It's another Outhouse video. It's probably my sixth video now about it. Yeah. Oh boy. But, I mean, I wasn't really planning on making another video because I actually thought because of the hiatus, there was nothing going to be new happening really soon. Sorry for my crazy hair, just got out of the shower. But, anyways, I didn't think anything was big was going to happen that I needed to make a video on, but recently Dana Terrence did a Q&A and wrote a lot of stuff, and on Twitter she had a little comment that I guessed it. I don't know if I said it in my last video, but I had this in my mind. I was right. And there's so much stuff I think fans already have found out because it's been on the internet for a while. One certain thing. Don't know what the title of this video is gonna be, but it's gonna be really interesting. So before I get into it, I know people are being tired of the Alice content. Do not worry. After this video, I have something else planned that is not Alice related, and hope you guys are watching. I'm about to play my favorite video game of all times. I know I'm playing a video game. It's been so long since I played a video game on this channel. I actually think before my hiatus on this channel, I think my last video was Dreams PS4. I can't remember. But let's get into it. So we're gonna go with a tweet that's not from the Q&A, but she did reveal something that was a bit interesting that I think I was right on. So of course I'm doing this on my school laptop so I can actually read these out. So here we go. Dana Terrence, of course all these are Dana Terrence. Depends on the episode and pipeline. The question was about some episode, like how long it takes. So here we go. Depends on the episode and pipeline. Animation moves so slowly that by the time we get responses that may influence us, we're kind of past the point no return. Just for context now, that we're seeing responses for the end of Season 1, we're already writing the end of Season 2. You know what that means, boys? Season 2 is already written now. Its ending is still being written. Boom. Season 2 is already done. I mean, not animation-wise. I don't know if they started animating it. But Season 2 has been written out. That is, I'm going to be guessing that the release date is going to be next year. I do hope that it's going to be this sort of thing whenever there's a new season, that it always comes out in the beginning of a year in January, ends, and it ends at August, how this season went. I don't know what, but still, I'm just glad that I know that Season 2 is being written, and that next year time, by next year, we should have Season 2. Hopefully. I don't know how these Disney cartoons work. I don't really watch much Disney cartoons ever since After Gravity Falls. I watched a little bit of DuckTales whenever it was on TV about years ago, and I didn't really get into it. I probably need to rewatch that because it seems like it's actually pretty good. Star vs. Evil, I didn't watch that when it came out. I did when it first came out, but then so much episodes flew by and I never got to watch those. But, of course, I think last year rewatch marathon. But that's not the point of this video. So let's get into it. So our first one. No, that's something else. Now this one I think some people have had questions on. The question is from Pincy Fox, which you guys should see on the screen somewhere. Hopefully. That means my editing was not work and that you guys are seeing this unedited. So hopefully you guys see this. So this is all on Reddit. So Pincy Fox is the username. Asking the question. Asking the big question here. Does Amity naturally have brown hair and dyes it? Or is it green and she has brown patches in it? And Dana Terrence responds like this. Amity's natural hair is brown, like her father's. Amira and Edric's hair is green, sorry if I butchered those names, like their mother's. Miss Blight likes her children to be color coordinated. That means that Amity had brown hair, but the mom wanted all their children to have green hair like hers, so she dyed Amity's hair. Of course, that could also hint at the fact that, I'm sorry if I'm going to say their names wrong again, Amira and Edric, I'm so sorry, I can never say their names, might have been, actually no, she said is green, so never mind. I'm wrong about that theory. But that's really cool and interesting there that, we have a bit there. So if anyone's been asking that question, which I know my friend had a question, we have been talking and arguing about that, so there we go. So let's get into the next one. Okay, so this is if anyone's been asking when Owl House will be on Disney Plus, here's your answer. So someone asks, though I haven't watched the Owl House yet, it's something I've definitely been considering for a long time. I have two questions. One, will Owl House ever come to Disney Plus? That may be my only hope for watching it. I've been checking every day ever since the finale. I'm really desperate. Two, what is your current favorite TV show? Some of mine are One Piece, Amphibia, Umbrella Academy, The Flash, etc. Sorry if I'm already sent. Lag. And then Dan Terrence responds to this. 1. Yes, the House will come to Disney Plus soon. Generally, Disney Channel shows go on to Disney Plus 30 days after the finale. I don't have a solid date yet, but when I do, I'll make a post about it. So there you go. I think that's... I counted that day. I think 30 days after that finale. It's somewhere near the end of September, but I do think since how the Outhouse is, I definitely think they're going to release it in October. I think that's a perfect release date for it because it is a horror comedy. I never really counted as horror because it's not scary, but I can see some imagery there for tiny children that would get traumatized. But yeah, and of course, I guess if you guys really want to know what her favorite show is, I guess I'll read her other response to that other question. Usually I'm busy to watch anything, but oh my god, but quarantine changed that. Currently I'm watching Secession, Nathan For You, Midnight Diner, and Agretsuko. Alex, if you're reading this, I promise I haven't started season 3. I'm just catching up on season 1 and 2. I guess Alex is Alex Hirsch. I'm guessing what she means. I don't know any of those. I've heard of Agretsuko. Other than that, I don't know what any of those are. Those are probably anime. I don't really watch anime, so. But yeah, if you guys want to know that, I guess there you go. You have it there. So let's go into our next one. Oh wow, this username is actually funny. Their username is I made this account for Dana. This one has got me thinking about what season 2 might be. So here we go. 1. How old is Ida, Gus, and Willow, and King? This is too much to ask. Sorry. And what are your thoughts on shipping? Here we go. Okay, so here's what she said. Ida, mid to late 40s, same with Lilith, except 2 years older, which I always thought Ida was the older sibling. They mentioned in the show that I completely forgot. This is why I need it on Disney Plus, so I can rewatch it 1,000 times. It never felt right to give these characters exact ages unless it's somehow super relevant to the story. Gus is 12, Willow is 14, and King is question mark, question mark, question mark. I think the reason why King doesn't have... There's a later one that I'm talking about. Don't know when, though. Yeah. And about soon, we're going to talk about that sort of stuff. But I do think King... The reason why she's not saying anything, because I think it might be a spoiler to that question, is he really the king of demons? Is he? I personally don't want him to be the king of demons. I think it'll be funny, but as well, I don't know. I think, personally, my theory is that he isn't the king of demons. He's just saying that. And I think it's because he feels that he's not important and that he wants a feeling of importance. And that being the king of... He thinks saying he's the king of demon will give him that importance. But honestly, I don't know. Personally, I don't really want him to be king of demon. But it'll be funny to see as a joke. Here we go. This one... Yeah, okay. So this one is a bit about Creepy Lou's theory and the Gwendolyn. I have never heard of that and don't know what it is. So I'm sorry about that. And then it's about... Amity's home life. I don't know how to explain it, but let's go. So there's so many screenshots I actually forgot to screenshot the question because how big the reply was, or that I forgot about it. This one's been cut up the username, so it looks like their name is Psycho Panic Bog or something. It was the screenshot cut off there. I'm so sorry. Again, it's gonna be here somewhere. I'm so sorry. So number 1, we've seen that Amity's home life is less than ideal, but can you tell us anything about Bosch's or Scar's home lives or past? Oh, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. 2, both Creepy Loose and Gwendolyn have been mentioned, but we still know next to nothing about them. Could you possibly give us any new information about them? Okay. 1, this is from Dana Terrence. We haven't seen much of these characters outside of school, but I like to think that Bosch's mother and Amity's mother have a tense rivalry from childhood. They're still trying to one-up each other with accomplishments of their children. 2, won't say anything about Gwendolyn, but I don't know who that. I need to search that up after this. Creepy Lou's was actually a joke response to the line, "Maybe I'll meet a hot yet vulnerable upperclassman from the first day." I love the evil doppelganger theory. I'm not confirming or denying that may not exist, but that's what the Pacific term was referring to in that interview. Ha ha. So Creepy Lou's is a joke, but the doppelganger theory is a possibility. So I'm a little happy. I'm a little happy the doppelganger is not gonna be called Creepy Loose because that's just a silly name. I think I mean, I think loose names translate to light. I would like a name that translates to dark or something. I don't know. Whatever. If we get the Ewood Doppelganger thing, let's see. For this screenshot, I think it was too big to fit the question, because I don't know what the question was. I am so sorry. But I think the question was about the sexuality of Amity and how romance work and what romance stuff should we see in the future of the house, or her feelings or something. Don't know, but I want to guess. This one I've seen a whole bunch on YouTube and Twitter. This is going to be very known, but Amity is intended to be a lesbian and Luce is bi. I apologize for my original post, which was worded vaguely. And this is the romantic threads thing. I don't know. Romantic threads are fun, and I love how many people are connecting to that storyline. But my personal taste as a storyteller will never allow me to write a full-on romance saga. That being said, me and the crew are having crap ton of fun developing this thread in season 2. All the ins and outs, all of these storylines we'll be keeping track of, feels like we're netting. Oh boy, so a lot of people have been going crazy over Amity being lesbian. Actually, I thought she was bi too, but yeah, I can see her being lesbian. It's fine. So that's cool. If you guys are Lumity shippers or whatever, there you go. Have fun with that little knowledge. So let's go to our next one, which is, how did King get his horn chip? Was it a fierce battle, or did he just fall down the stairs? And this one, like I said before, she says, all will be revealed eventually. That is my sort of saying that we are getting. I don't know if I have it. This is something. Yeah, okay, we do have it, but I'll get into. I think I'm gonna talk about this later of what I mean by that, because we haven't gotten to the Reddit reply that she said that's gonna be really revealing. So here we go. Will season 2 make us cry? Man, I hope. When I said I want a tear bucket for the finale and that didn't make me cry, I want to get the tear bucket ready for season 2. Oh boy. Oh god. I'm scared. Okay, so here it is. I actually get the question this time. So, actually, I forgot. Person who said, will season 2 make us cry? Is your name? Eclipse a butterfly. And the other person asked about King's horn is Hotword 14. And yeah, okay, so I'm sorry, I'm not reading your usernames. I want to give credit to the people who've asked it. They're lucky, so my question wasn't answered. Anyways, so Fallout Raven says, hi Dana, huge fan of the Outhouse. A couple of questions. 1, what is the significance of gems on Lilith and Edith's chest? 2, I saw the process of Lilith and Edith's epic battle. How long is the process of making an episode from start to finish? So Dana replies, 1, at first there was no significance. Sorry if I'm butchering that word. Just an in-world fashion choice. It wasn't until we were in production for The Intruder when we decided to use Edith's gem as a visual aid to show when the curse was overtaking her. On the Boiling Isles, gems are as common in outfits as necklaces. 2, roughly 1 year, I believe, from episode premise to animation to music to final color and all that jazz. This is why our schedules are always stacked. It can be very confusing and overwhelming. So that's really neat. I had a friend that I talk about Alice all the time. Not all the time, but we talk about it a little bit. But also one of our arguments was about the whole gem thing. We were like, is it her heart? Is it connected to her? How is it working? So there you guys have it. If you guys asked for that, boom, there you go. If you guys can't hear me or understand me, it'll be on screen. I advise you just pause the screen and read it for yourself. I should be able to make it bigger somehow. Maybe I just move here or here so it has space and it's not distracting. But anyways, let's get to our next question by Swole Chloe. I don't know. Will we see more of this? Is the one I was talking about earlier. The one that we're going to talk about. Will we see more of Gus' story next season? She says, Dan Terrence, we get to know everyone a little bit better in season 2. I think because of that, there was a whole bunch of questions that she was like, you'll get to know him better, you'll know better. So the whole King thing, I'm going to be guessing that we're going to be having episodes that explain the characters' backstories and how they came to be. So I'm going to be guessing that some characters will have their own episodes or just parts of an episode, like a side plot or whatever, sort of explaining of their backstory and all that. So I can't wait for this King episode because he's one of my favorite characters and he's adorable. So I want to see what the fluffy little king has off. So we have more? We do have more. This one is just for funs and gags. This one isn't really big lore or anything. There's so much replies, but this one I had to just talk about it because it's just hilarious. So the person, did I say? Yeah, I did. Okay. So the person who made this one is Multi from Insta. Would Luce watch Minecraft YouTubers? If so, who would be her favorite to watch? And Dana replies to this. Luce would just play Minecraft and spend all her time building fantastical castles and coming up with stories for the town she builds. She'd probably think about starting her own channel, but never get around to it. I thought that was funny. I'm just telling this, whoever's out there, I want to see some fan art of Luce playing Minecraft or a fake Luce Minecraft channel. I don't know. I feel like that'd be so funny to go like in a future episode if she ever goes back home. I don't care. Honestly, that's just hilarious to me that she would do that. So our next one, this one's a bit lore also, by Foticus Maxicus. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his names. Number 1. When a witch joins a coven, are they unable to learn and cast any other type of magic that doesn't align with the coven, or can they still cast any magic, but doing so is forbidden and they'll be in trouble? 2. If I recall correctly, there was only one person who was later revealed as a demon who was referred to as a wizard. Is there any differences between wizards and witches in the Boiling Isles? 1. When a witch joins a coven, they are physically unable to perform any kind of magic outside of that. Speciality. More generic spells like levitation for small objects may be doable, but of difficulty. They're physically and magically cut off from the rest of their magical abilities. 2. In the Boiling Isles, witch is a gender-neutral term. Wizards do exist, but it's more of a title you can call yourself if you like. Aha. There are some scrapped lines that allude to the term warlock being akin to an edgelord in the demon realm. I don't know, edgelord? That's kind of funny. I guess some people are warlocks in real life. So I'm going to go to this, there's a whole bunch actually. Oh, I'm running out of, whoops. Okay, this one, this one also got cut off, I'm very sorry. One of the questions are there, just the person's username was not. Okay, I do remember this one. This one's is Luce. The question was, if Luce was able to edit her glyphs, and 2 is, what is a palisman? What are they made of? How do they work? Can they use magic? And here is her answer, Dana Terrence. 1. The application of glyphs and all their uses will be explored more in Season 2. I'm guessing it's that whole link to the thing of Luce trying to teach Ida, and we're going to learn through Luce. Like, Luce knows how all these work, or Luce is going to be learning some stuff alongside of Ida, how these things work. So that's really cool. I kind of would like to see her be able to edit them where it's a half-half sort of hybrid of spells. Like, you could have this spell, but you could also mix it in half draw this one glyph, but the other half would be another glyph, and it does something really cool. I don't know. That's just cool. So another one about Palisman. 2. A Palisman is our world's equivalent of a witch's familiar. I don't know what that is. It's probably a reference to something or something I don't know of. They act as familiars and double as magical staffs that house their own source of power outside of a witch's bile sac. They're not all powerful, but they can do some cool stuff. Typically, a witch will carve their palisman from this special type of wood in their teens. This can either be done at school or with parental supervision. That is, if that precious resource is still around. So that's pretty cool. It looks like maybe there's this little special resource that is going extinct, and that's maybe why we don't. I don't know, man. And someone I actually got a screenshot of someone replying, Bella's taking away Palisman resources. That might explain that one, the episode 18, I think it was, where he's drinking Palisman blood or whatever. Yeah, I think that might explain it, but whatever. I don't know what Witch's Familiar is. You guys know what that is? Please tell me in the comments, because I don't know what that is at all. This one is the funny one. I'm so glad I got this. So someone by the name of Luna Exclipse, I don't know, it's weird, last name or whatever. 77, not saying it's weird, but you know what I mean. I'm just saying, It's a weird sounding one weird typed one that I can't say. So anyways, hi Dana, smiley face. 1. Without spoiling anything, what can we expect from season 2 of the Owl House? It can be subtle. 2. Do you have to keep up to date with the fandom theories, ideas, and concepts on social media? Thanks for season 1 and a heart. This one is so funny. You guys aren't gonna get it, but I'll explain it. You can expect parental conflict, a lot of emotions, island explanation, and new characters. Now you guys gonna see the screen. It's in order. You can see now. I want you to spell out the first letters of the 4 last sentence: parental conflict, a lot of emotions, island exploration, and new characters. If you haven't guessed that out, it spells pain. Pain. I don't know if that was intended, but oh god, parental conflict. That could mean a lot of characters. That could refer to Luce and her mom, Amity and her parents. It could mean a lot of things. Oh boy. Oh. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Let's go on to the next one. Oh, this is some people actually have asked this before, I'm guessing. 1. Is Lil Palsman alive like Albert? 2. If Ida gets the curse curd, will her hair turn back to its natural color? 1. Yes. 2. No. So basically, Lil Palsman alive like Albert? It is alive. 2. Ida's hair, if she gets cured, will not turn back into its natural color. So it'll still be gray. I'm kind of sad. I kind of wanted to see an older Ida with her orange looking hair. That's interesting, I'm guessing. So when Ida ran out of so this one by what did I say? Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to say the guy who asked the other question. Freddie Cypher was the guy who asked that. So this next question is asked by Played Lad 89. When Ida ran out of magic, what happened to her biosec? Why does King wear a collar? And this is one. She said, Dan Tertz replies, it's like an organ that stopped producing the chemical she needs to produce magic on her own. It's still there, but it's pretty useless now. And 2, to be revealed in season 2. Like I've said, it does seem like this is, season 2 is going to reveal a lot of stuff, and, you know, that all the stuff is pretty cool. So, here we go. Oh, and that's it. That's our last one. What do you guys think? What's your favorite little lore? There's so much that she's talked about that I have not talked about here. Just some stuff. I just want to get the important ones and just the funny ones. There's a lot more. So if you guys want to check out, the easiest way you can do is just go to the official r/the Owl House Reddit. Go to the post that she posted saying, "Hey, here's the questions." You can't ask any questions, but to see her replies, just go to her account, go to comments, and it shows all her replies. And because it's the new account, the only replies that's there should be from that thread. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry for making all these Owl House videos. If something else happens, I'll make more videos. That's the only one I'll do it. On my next video, I promise guys, is going to be about my #1 favorite game. Which you guys can you guys, I'll give you this hint. It's a PS4 exclusive, and it's the 4th installment into its franchise. There's a movie being made out of it. It's a prequel to the games. It has Tom Holland in it. Can you guys guess? Maybe. Anyways, guys, what kind of other videos you guys want to see after I get done my gaming video in this video? Hope you guys see this video. Hope it all works out and that I can make it. So anyways, enjoy your day. Have a great day. And see you guys soon.